Alrighty, how are we doing today? For this evening, because I am back. We were streaming the altars earlier today for about 2 hours and finished the prologue with that playthrough, and I just kind of got started into, I forgot what day it was, but I only got a couple hours into that day, which is only in reality like a couple minutes, and I'll have to I'll have to reload to the beginning of that day because that's how the saves work. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. I've been having fun with it in my personal playthrough. I've gotten a lot farther. There is a lot of mind bendy stuff, and it's actually it's really cool how they've done the game. And honestly, it's like they've come a long way from like this War of Mine, because I think it was like one of their first like successful games they did. And then it's actually funny. In one of the modules in the game, you will see a reference to Frostpunk 2. There's actually gameplay footage in one of, it was actually the game, I think it's like a gaming module, like when they do beer pong and stuff. And so they actually got like what do you call it, like pointers, or I forgot the term, like it's like an Easter egg or an attribute to they're like past games or something. So but we'll go ahead and jump into it. Go ahead and get, I'm already loaded up. I'm gonna go to main menu. Okay, let me go ahead and get. Okay, start of the day. Oh, everybody's sleeping on the floor. I gotta make the module.
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally.
Yep, I remember previous choices because...
Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you can...
I'll answer that in a second.
Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you? Hey, you've just crossed out every team-building exercise on my list. The people are there for the mission, not the other way around. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed. Turning it over in your head won't get you anywhere. You should focus on the work you need to do here and now. I never thought I'd say it, but yes, you're right. Let's get Rapidium back to Earth, and maybe later, we'll see.
I'm almost tempted to reload back. Not to the very beginning of the game, but where you would see what's going on. And I always skip to there. I think because there's the beginning, which is basically you crash land, you find everybody dead, you get there, you're trying to use a communications to ask for help, and it's all broken up, and you think you found the all powerful, yeah, you saw some of the mineral Rapidium, which is like what the whole mission was about, why people are going up to find this elusive element. And they have you test it. I don't remember which one it was. I'll go and do this one because it's kind of cool watching it from the beginning. I don't mind playing that again. Yeah, because it was kind of a cool experience. So we need to gather organic matter and build the womb module. We'll go ahead and need 180. There we go. Okay. Yep. We're going to be reorganizing these soon enough. Do I have a kitchen? I need to build one. That's on the mission list. Yeah, build a kitchen. Build a room. Do that there. I'm going to reset this up the way I like it. That's fine like that. Actually, no, that's fine like that. 'Cause, yeah.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Build those. Start the engines in the... Oh, we'll do the part first.
Here goes. And a sample. Pydium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea. Oh. Of course. What else?
Into sheep.
Oh. You need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly. Hello, Molly. You don't bite, do you?
Alright, so we did that. Like to party with Molly, yeah.
Okay, I built the womb and tested the rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a...
Or my game can crash. That has been a sporadic thing that has happened. Like, at the weirdest of times, but for the most part, I haven't had this happen a lot. That's annoying.
Wow.
Alright, we do the mush meals again. How many do we make already? There we go, okay. Alright, test engine.
Whoa. What just happened? Come on. Do this to me now. That's sorted. Let's give it another go. What? Not again. You have got to be kidding me.
And that's the army.
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Oh, we make calls now.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Repeating can save you. And check data consistency and QC modules.
Yep, I know.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Man, that was easy. What is this? Mine records. What's going on? Wait. I recognize this.
We're doing alright.
My life.
Alright, so it puts his life basically in perspective in this chain of events. And it's interesting how things fork off. I read it in the earlier playthrough, or from earlier today. So I can basically
How did
explain
they get
more.
it, and what for?
Once we actually go to the next step.
Hey, I checked the quantum computer.
Oh, this one's very interesting. I've played quite a ways ahead.
What do you want with it?
Initiate branching procedure.
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
This is you.
Oh, okay.
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
You create the altar.
Alter? I'd alter what?
Produce your life.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I use Rapidium to create a... someone and to alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right?
That's yours.
All right. How about my other options? You jerk. I don't have other options, do I? What is it doing? I remember that alternate life path. So this is what the branching is about?
I think they did a pretty good job. So an example of like a point in time in life where, in this case, he can't stand that his parents are always, or his dad's always like fighting his mother, and he leaves. That's the main line, and then the branch off is basically staying behind, standing up to dad, and moving forward from there. And that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Yeah, and then it creates a completely different timeline where this character enjoyed fixing things and engines and whatnot.
Hey there. Wow. Hello. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this?
No, it does not.
Where am I?
They do force a way onto you where you have to do multiple playthroughs in order to see the full scope of things.
You're in a lab inside the SIBA unit. Your memories might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, recognize the base, I think. Wait. You look funny. You...
Yeah.
Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm like... indifferent. I think you're on some meds. What? What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic? I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you? Okay. My name is Jan Dolski. Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? So you think you're Jan Dolski as well? What kind of bullshit is this? Hmm? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me. It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're an alternate version of me with a different mind? Sort of, yeah. And, you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna
The big thing is all the branching timelines for all the different characters lead to them going on this mission.
This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me.
But they're different job
version
roles.
Of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board. What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be? You'd still exist somewhere? Theoretically, at least? Theoretically? Wow. You bastard.
Basically. It's just they made different choices in their life and did different jobs, but ultimately somehow ended up in the same position, just different.
Passiveness.
Like my character, the main character is a builder, and we needed a technician to repair the broken engines in
This is a lot.
the base.
We'll sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure. Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way. Unbelievable. What a screw up. A 3-year-old would have figured it out. Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. Unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created before. Now stay.
This actually shows that because the different characters, there's like there's a love interest that some of them didn't get with, but they know of, or they broke up with, or they're still in love with. All right, start the engines. We need resources, so we need more organics. I'm gonna get these last few things up here. Oh, oops. It's all environmental, and it's like stuff that'll chase you too. In once I'm done with the prologue here, I'll get to an area where actually you start to encounter these anomalies. But yeah, there's radiation hazard every night, and then there is a magnetic storm thing that happens every now and then. Oh crap! I mean to go backwards. Getting some last minute resources. Actually, radiation is a hazard right now. I gotta turn on the thing to filter out radiation. Because, yeah, all the characters are getting it right now. Well, I mean, this guy has a special power, too. He can just flex his muscles and then just move like this. Is that everything? There's nothing there. I remember. Alright, so we should have everything we need. I need 25 space freed up. Actually, wait a minute. I need... How much does the pylons take? 40, and we need 25, so... Brings it up to... He's gonna need like to free up 23. Maybe one more? Math might have been wrong there. There we go. Altars tab. As you check the mental, physical state of your altars. Yep. So yeah, you can see like when they'll get like super happy and motivated. Oh, okay. Talk to altar.
Hey there. I said, don't come near me. I get it. You're angry. I would be too. But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster. Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Get out of my face, creep. You're pissed off at me now, but deep down, we both know you do the same thing.
Yeah, there's really no true way to automate that.
You said it yourself. We might look alike, but we're different. Like oil
I mean,
and
you'd have to
water.
probably have somebody program
They
something,
don't
but
mix well.
yeah, there's too many variables that would make that complicated for us.
Maybe. But you won't last long without me, just as I couldn't make it without you. In a situation like this, hiding in a trench is just plain stupid. I'll tell you what's stupid. Listening to someone who created you because he needs a fucking tool. Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
Actually, because there's no time right now, I might make a couple repair kits. Just to have on hand. Wait, do we have... Just so we have these in case stuff happens. Lucas.
Hello?
Mr. Dolski?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Are you okay?
Are you serious? I just had a choice to either die in pain or duplicate and edit myself. I'm far from okay.
It's, called branching. The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control.
Yeah, it's not that
Orbital
serious.
Substation L7.
It's just a nice
Now,
quality of life
the
thing.
branching. Did you do it?
You left me no choice. Doesn't mean I like what I did. Is this even legal?
You found Rapidium, Mr. Dolski. We needed to act.
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it. Safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you. Second thing, do you think I could see this altar of yours?
That's not a good idea. He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There should be a way to gain his trust. Show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just words. Maybe you should share something.
What? Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say, sharing is caring.
Sharing is
Yay.
caring.
Let me think. What can I share with
He's
playlist?
space station like
Wait,
base
suppose it's not about what you can share with
transport control. I already forgot what it was.
already do.
He's a guy that's basically, I guess, in orbit or somewhere nearby that is like a secondary direct line.
Of course. Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
Yeah. Mind records. See? You were so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out, see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
I was gonna simply look at one of these earlier in the stream earlier. I read through all of these, so There he is right there.
I've been thinking about what you said. You're right. We are different. Sure we are. Like, I got that right away, and you took your sweet time. I'm serious. You stood up to Dad. I didn't. Oh, really? And what did you do? Just stand and watch him take it out on Mom? I thought about stepping in. I was always a heartbeat away from doing it, but when it came down to it, I'd just freeze. Guess I was afraid of making things worse. Yeah, I remember the feeling. But then I reached a breaking point. Looks like you didn't hang around long enough to reach yours. Or maybe I was a coward. Going to college was a good excuse to just get away from it all. Oh, so that's where our paths split. Did you shine out there? Were you best in class? What do you think? Huh? Yeah. Now build around this merry-go-round. That's who I ended up being. Sorry to disappoint. Why would I be disappointed? Just proves I was right to stick with Mom. Wait, is she maybe still around here? No. I wish she was. She always knew what to do and how to cheer you up. Hey, when you were down, or Dad had just stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind him and leaving you crying in your room, would she ask me to help her make pierogi? Her famous pierogi. Oh my God, I could really pig out on those. And making them together was fun. Fun. Yeah, wow, why don't we go for it? Why don't we try and make Mom's famous pierogi?
Bonding with yourself. Oh, it gets so fun later. Like, it gets funny.
Who said they have to be right? Beer and synthetic starch should work. Yeah, hilarious. I can pull it off. You'll see. But there's one condition. You're eating them with me. If you die, I die. Why not? Won't change much, I guess.
Pierogi.
Here you are, the famous Dolski pierogi with an interstellar twist. What do you think? Well, now I know how Mom must have felt. That day she had a terrible flu and I decided to cheer her up and make pierogi for her. Right, yeah. I put like a ton of salt into the filling. And I overcooked them into a shapeless pulp. They were inedible. But you remember what she did? Uh-huh. She ate them all and never said a word. No, she said they were delicious. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So, they're delicious, man. Shut the fuck up. So, how do you feel? Great. A serving of dehydrated dumplings completely changed my outlook on the situation. I feel so optimistic about life now. Now you're being mean. I went through a lot of trouble to make those, and they weren't that bad. You made an effort. I'll give you that. But see, that makes it even worse. It would be easier to hate you, but eating those fucking pierogi with you, I actually enjoyed it. So did I. Sharing these memories with you, knowing you understand me, that was kind of comforting. Are you getting mushy with me? What? No. Okay, just kidding. I know what you mean. I'm just not the sentimental type. Who's being sentimental? All I said was... All right. Just tell me what the plan is. The corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers. Oh, I hear ya. You never know with those numbskulls. Right.
Also,
So,
the fun thing is
rescue ship arrives,
each character that you talk to has a different
They know
means of
about
like how they receive your input. So the multiple options that you have, sometimes there's 3. Like say you're being like overly telling somebody like, hey, take it easy, relax. Some of them don't like that. Other ones will actually like to hear that as comforting. Other ones like prefer to work.
Don't worry about it. Leave the politics to me. Gladly. Tell me you know what to do. Of course, it's simple. We need to stick together and stay away from the sun. Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate. I have you to help me. That's not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, you're gonna need more people.
Yeah.
People? What people? The Rapidium's there. Use it. Make more versions of me. Versions of us both, you mean? Huh. That almost sounded like we're planning kids. You need to work on your cooking skills, though. Actually, I can't wait to branch myself again. Sure. Take the bull by the horns. Good luck keeping him happy.
Lena.
Hello? Jan. Can you hear me?
Lena? Lena, is that you?
According to the
What are you...
mind
How did you
records,
find
Lena
me?
is the love interest that you
They let me
this
know.
character
Agatha,
was
my
once
boss,
with and broke up
came to
with.
see me and said you could use some support. Are you all right? I heard about your crew.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
It's interesting how that works.
Yeah, I did. It looks amazing. So much more beautiful in real life.
I'd love to see it. And you back in one piece, of course.
I would be
think
in
the
many
board is genuinely
pieces.
concerned for your safety. What the hell happened out there? How did you survive?
I don't know. Beginner's luck, I guess.
Okay, I get this is awkward. We haven't spoken in a while and suddenly this. Maybe I shouldn't have. What's the plan for getting you out of there?
There's a guy called Lucas Pena. He's handling it, apparently.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
No. There's no one.
I didn't mean to get personal. You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop? And to keep an open channel for me. If you want that, of course.
Yeah, I'd like that. Thanks.
Good. Take care then, and talk soon.
Hey, were we supposed to stop here? Nope. It's way too early. Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again. Not on my watch. Systems are working fine. Something outside then? Yeah. Don't jump in your suit already. I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base. Alright, I'll take a look around.
All right, before we do anything,
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
give him a memo and something we want to discuss.
Something you wanted to discuss with me? I wanted to congratulate you. On what? Having a smart me on board. Seriously? Yeah, I flipped through some manuals while you were sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode. Oh? Yeah. But I played around with functionality options and, hey presto, we got some new handy toys unlocked. Tools in the workshop and such. Oh, wow. Oh, thanks. I can't wait to check them out. No problem. There's also some upgrades available in the building module. Sound like something you like to play around with too? Sweet. We could do with some improvements here. Sure, but don't start fantasizing too much. Remember, everything costs resources. So, wherever we are and however long we're staying, it might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case. Sound advice. I'll consider.
The multi-tool.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down. Yep, I thought it might come in handy. Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man.
Oh, let's, before I forget, turn on the filter. And let's make sure there are at least uphold two radiation filters. And uphold 2 of those. I need a multi-tool then. Yeah. Alright, and now we should be able to see all the other branching paths. And I can't do the doctor yet. Surprisingly, I'm not gonna lie, the doctor version has when I have a full beard, he has an uncanny semblance to how I look. And it kind of freaked me out when I first saw him. I was like, what the heck? Alright, and so here... Yeah, you split off, and it was basically a business decision to go get a PhD versus what you did before. So we'll do that. 'Cause we need a scientist. All right, and then it branched him off. All right, research comes first. You give Lena a wave as she walks you to the bus from the airport. She's gonna be fine. It's only a few months, and she's been busy with her own project anyway. You love the way the two of you can give each other space. Of course, it would be great to move out of that student dorm already, but research comes first. Drifting apart, the equations on your blackboard stir mixed feelings in you. The result is not what you expected, but on the other hand, you feel the very familiar tingling in your stomach. You may be onto something completely new here. Oh shit, you completely forgot about Lena. She wanted to come and pick up her things from your place. You need to call her and postpone. A breakthrough. This is it. You knew it would be a breakthrough. First, the grant, and now a serious investor. How about enlarging the team, getting an office, maybe, and a new set of clothes? You can't go on looking like underpaid post-grad student. There's gonna be a lot of business meetings ahead of you. Beyond. Eyes on the prize. Could your research really contribute to finding Rapidium one day? Going in the direction of nanotech and space exploration could increase the chances of that. You really need to focus. Success is just around the corner. You both changed. You look at her in astonishment. Lena, is that you? Fancy meeting her at the conference. Looks like she's gone far too. Not as far as you, obviously. She's changed. You both have. Amazing how young and immature we were back then. Seems like ages ago. Good to see that she's done well for herself. Pinnacle. You read the contract over and over again. Ally Corp space mining missions want your tech on board. This must be the pinnacle of your career. You've worked so hard for this. Well done, Jan. Now let's get to work. The data seems inconsistent. What could be the reason for those failures? You've gone through it with the whole team and still something's missing. Your tech is well tested. Maybe it's not being used properly. You heard rumors that in the race for success, Ally Corp sending just about anyone on those Dolly missions. Maybe they need you on board. Project Dolly, just one final radio check and you're good to go. Time to sort this mess out in person. All right, and he will be incubating. All right, and while he's doing that, let's go ahead and
So, this is why we stopped. A lava river. Plan B then, I guess. We'll need to figure out if there's a way around. Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store.
yep, scan wave. Just start scanning. Don't want to use my battery power in my backpack. Wherever it's at. There it is. This changes each time, I think. I'm pretty positive it does. The location of each of these fields. Need to redo the pylons. See if I can get this lined up. I'm skimping, trying to save resources. I could just put a third pylon down, but oh, I saw it. You were both there. Maybe not. It's close. Whatever. I'll just get one right here anyway. Didn't need one there.
Take a look there.
How many pylons do we have? 3? Yeah, I should be fine. Yeah, go ahead and work there. Go ahead and get one of these shallow deposits. Yeah, no. We'll go ahead and build a few things here. We'll do another small storage. I need a research lab. And good for the moment. Yeah. Altar is ready. Perfect. Jan scientist.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which could only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wow, you're right. That's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information, and that's the interesting part. Yeah, our bodies are the same, but our minds are not.
Some of my humor,
I needed
yeah.
a scientist on board, but there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions, with the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now? You have to get our research lab running at once. We need to make some improvements fast if we want to succeed. Then I guess the sooner I start, the better. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get research set up. We're gonna want non-metals efficiency. I think that'll be huge. And then that. And we'll go ahead and assign him to the lab. Okay. That's done. Let's go over this way now. Actually, we need production, a mining outpost made. Probably more pylons while we're at it. And we need actually need a climbing hook first, and I gotta go back and craft those. Forgot. I can't do certain things with the climbing hook. Get that first, then drill, then mining outpost, then pylons.
Look at us.
I keep pushing forward.
I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home. Cheers.
Oh, it's time to go to bed. We also gotta build a door module. Do I have time to do that really quick? I do not. Now, of course, I used what I had to build. I'll talk to them in a bit. Because now we have a mining outpost. I'm gonna see if we can get pylons set up in this direction.
Got a minute? We need to talk.
Actually, let's find this first. Shows it in this direction. We're right there on it. There it is. Let's go and get some ore. Yeah. Research, that's being researched. Base maintenance, recycler. Next thing has been researched. Yeah. I forgot. I could have just quick traveled back. Well, we'll go ahead and make use of things. With the extra organics, I'm probably gonna need it. Okay. Incoming radiation. Let's get out of here. Also infinite running because he actually got the robot support legs, like the whatever the whatever you call the things. All right, let's talk to these guys.
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally. Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with that experience, experience, I'd love to pick your
It's
brain.
like
You think you could mentor
power
me?
armor, like for the
Good thinking.
legs.
First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you? Hey, you've just crossed out every team-building exercise on my list. The people are there for the mission, not the other way round. Truth is,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really wish we could make
It's like
use of
mountain
the tech I
climbing
worked on
versions.
for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed. Turning it over in your head won't get you anywhere. You should focus on the work you need to do here and now. I never thought I'd say it, but yes, you're right. Let's get Rapidian back to Earth, and maybe later, we'll see. Whoa, you look tired, man. Everything okay? I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed. All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm. Sounds like a promise.
We're gonna do that right now. Dormitory. Of course, we can't afford an elevator. Oh, made that backwards. Oh, no, yeah, we want that there. For now. All right, fulfilled that promise. Oh, we can talk to him again.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for. Hallelujah. I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization. Sweet dreams, then.
Do we have... We do not have enough Rapidium for the next member, but we'll be there.
I like the new metals outpost. Good, solid choice.
Thank you. Forward nothing, so let's just go and get back out there. Let me know when you get to see the Frostpunk reference. I'm gonna get to that. I'm definitely gonna get to that this stream. I'm because I want to build a social module earlier because that keeps everybody happy. And a storage space. Okay, because we're maxed out on organics. With that in mind, then I'm gonna put him on metals outpost.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable. I had a tool to drill
Go ahead and mine this. I think I'm like one rupidium short from doing another branching. Let's get the scan module going. It's over here. Okay. We have pylon, we have one pylon. Actually, no, we don't. We need pylons built. Production, we can actually build them now. Oh wait, we were already building them. Put you on... I need those produced.
Okay. This is not good. We are surrounded. Damn it. So much for Plan B.
I'm gonna develop a new plan. Travel pylon. We can make travel pylons, which those are going to be good as well.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Two more pylons. Now, I might be able to get what we need. Oh, we need another mining outpost too. Production. Do that first. Did straight in here. Alright, and production. It's gonna be a minute before we can that can be built, but we're ready to go. There's rocks there. We can't get by that way until I make more charges for the whatever thing. So I'm gonna go down here. Oh good, we have enough rupidium. And there's this. Go and get the outpost built. First order of business is going to be Matt David. And we can fast travel from here. Jan Technician wants to talk. Oh, nice.
Okay, I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now? I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve? So now I'm smart, huh? Still, even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us? Yeah, he could do the trick. The scientist. He could look for a solution in that research lab you built. Okay, let's give it a go.
Got a call available. Lucas.
About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
I'm stuck. We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
Just said it's blocking us.
I don't know. Still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
What's that?
You have a lot of very useful tech on board that base. It's designed to overcome practically any obstacle. All you need is a properly trained crew, if you know what I mean.
More altars. Is that all you have for me?
You still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
Hit me with the good news first.
A rescue party is being organized.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dolski, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
Just a thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleport.
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve as much rupidium as possible.
Huh. Figures. They don't want to lose their chance. Probably worthless to your higher-ups without Rapidium anyway.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit if that's what you're afraid of. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
Yeah. We're getting along pretty well now. Thanks.
That's very good to hear.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
Okay. I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidium, Mr. Dolski. And wait for contact from my boss.
Yes. Well, we're gonna do that right now. Okay, we want Mr. Matt Damon, the botanist. So this is where when the main original version didn't want to move abroad with Lena and sell their home and everything that they worked really hard for, and the botanist is the one that actually let go and went with her, and we're gonna knock him right now. No, Jan botanist. Okay, so his branching, which is very recent in main life, so he moved out. This is where she goes, you follow, time to let go of your fears and just trust her. Things will work out as long as you have each other. Never been better. Look at her, so happy about her promotion and to partner already. Things are happening for her fast. Maybe less for you. You got that job only thanks to her. You know that, but so what? She's happy and you're not complaining. Things have never been better between you two. Ambition is overrated. Trading places. The Dolly mission. She wanted to go so much. Put her work to the test in space, but she can't. You'll have to do it for her. You're apprehensive, out of shape, and well, you'd rather just stay at home, but it's so important to her and you know you'll do it. You'll do anything to prove your love. Project Dolly, you board the spacecraft with a good feeling. You've got this and you'll be back in no time. Besides, Lena promised you she'd be in touch every day. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, now we go to bed and we'll wake up and have him to do it. Your altar is ready.
Hey, man. Can you hear me? Where am I? What is this? Take it easy. You're on strong sedatives. confused. That's perfectly fine. Really? So, who are you? Relax. I'll tell you everything. But right now, we need to focus on you, just to make sure you're all right. Can you answer a few questions for me? Okay. Do you remember who you are?
I'm Jan Dolski.
Good. And what is your role on this mission, Jan?
I'm a botanist. So, wait, this is it? The mission? Did we land?
I'm afraid things went sideways during the landing. Everyone died. Except for me.
You. What about me? Are you... Are you real?
Just as real as you.
Then, what's going on?
It's like we're alternative versions of the same person.
Wow. But why is this happening?
I told you, everyone died. Long story short, I needed to multiply myself to survive.
That doesn't make any sense. We're not exactly the same.
Yes, we're different. You made different decisions in your life.
I'm not sure I understand.
You know what? I think you should just rest a little and read the mission logs. You'll find all the answers there.
Sure. Yeah, mission logs, why not?
Hey, wait.
If all this is... If I am... I mean... What about my wife? Where is she? I need to know.
She's on Earth, and we need to figure out how to get there.
Okay. Okay. What do you want from me?
We'll need all the help we can get. Someone to run the greenhouse, prep the food, so on. Trust me, you'll have a lot to do.
I'm not sure I'm ready to work just like that.
Right. Like I said, rest, go through the logs, meet the rest of the crew, and let's talk again in a while.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, what's down here?
Man, I'm telling you, we need it. And I'm telling you, this is the least important of our priorities.
I'm not gonna get involved with that because they'll both get upset at me. But we're gonna focus on, can I build a greenhouse? I can. Elevator. All right, let's get things reorganized here. Don't need to worry about machinery. We'll put that over here. Find a research lab. A dormitory up above the kitchen. Quantum computer I'm gonna have behind the workshop. Room we'll have up there. How's our storage looking? It's looking all right. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna have to build another one. Okay. And we'll go ahead and get greenhouse assigned to you. Nothing is queued. Production, greenhouse. We want at least upholding 10 food at the moment, which will be 1 day's worth of stuff. Once he can do that, we can actually start doing good food. So that'll be queued up when we can get to it. You know, ultimately...
Man, I'm telling you, we need.
Alright, you know what? Scientist isn't that picky. I'll go ahead and try to do it in the next 5 days. At least 2 quality meals for every person.
And I'm telling you, this is the least important of our priorities.
Alright, let's go ahead and get back outside. We're gonna need stuff crafted. We already built the dormitory. So there's 4 bedrooms in it. I pretty much did that right away. Okay, so we got that. Organics is good. How's our metals look? We need more metals for sure. I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna send base maintenance for actually we'll have you in the workshop. Production, we need that made. I need more pylons for sure. Rapidium outpost. Actually, we're gonna go and put you here at Metals outpost. And I'm gonna go over there. We don't need as much Rapidium right now, but we do need pylons. At the moment, travel pylon. Put that right there. We can quickly get over here.
This? It's triggering the alert in my suit. I need to learn more about this thing.
These are the anomalies. And we got a phone call. Maxwell.
Hello?
Jan Dolski. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Yeah. I still can't get over it.
Their families have been informed. They're grief-stricken, as you can imagine. But the deaths of their loved ones will go down in history as part of a pioneering discovery. Your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rapidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Of course. Yeah. No reason to get everyone hyped up. Might still fail.
I can see you're a grown man, Jan. And you understand the stakes. I don't want to put pressure on you, but... failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I have mixed feelings. Sure, it's better to be alive, but I feel like a line's been crossed.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Of course.
Then we will understand each other well. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now. Constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolski.
Okay, you're buttering me up for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
So, you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
Sounds like a big task. I should get to it straight away.
It is a big task, Jan. But it's worth every effort. I hope you realize the gravity of the moment.
I thought you said you didn't want to put pressure on me.
You're right. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
No. I'm good.
Then we only have one more issue to clear.
What's that?
You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of your altars.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing.
Do the
Now
right
I
thing
really
that
have to go.
now that I've already
But it
done the
was a
wrong
pleasure
thing.
talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
Scientist, where you at?
I found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. We could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interral. The what? Interral. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called
Yes.
proximity plane. Yeah, it felt like something was materializing from out of nowhere right in front of my eyes. Let's keep our heads cool. It's just a theory. No one's ever proved it right. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture point. The spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one.
No, Jan Botanist, where you at?
Hey, everything okay on your side? Actually, I was going to approach you. Do you think... Is there any way I can Go back to my life, I mean. Why don't we start with getting back to Earth? Then what? Going back to nothing doesn't motivate me. What was so special about your life? What was special? Huh. How about my non-existent home? Imagine there was a way, and you could go back. What would be the first thing you'd do? That's a no-brainer. I'd check up on Lena. I'm worried to death about her. Relax. Lena's no damsel in distress. Yeah. She'd hate being that. See? Shit. I miss her. Don't you? Of course I do. Suddenly, everything's gone. Just like that. It's brutal. I'll need more time to even start hoping to come to terms with it. Sure, take your time. But remember, you're needed here. Yeah. I'll do my best to find some sense in it.
Production, greenhouse. So he's already started on the food situation. Oh wait, he's already done a round of it, so mail, so we can go ahead and start upholding 5 of those. That way they don't get angry anymore. I say angry. It'll prevent them from getting angrier. What else can we build? The social module would be good. It'll definitely level things out. Let's see, with Rapidium, do we... Oh wait, I moved it, that's right. Want the miner, or do I want to do the refiner? We want to unlock somebody. The more hands, the earlier the better. Since we got food production going, I don't see why not. Refiner's pretty good. That's if we have enriched metals coming in. I've used the miner before, and then there's the guard, but I don't need the guard yet. Let's see what we can do beforehand. Get more metals. Also need to explore, but we need more metals first.
Should I do this now?
Oh, research. Do that, and then that.
Would you like me to address that?
Pylons. Actually, wait a minute. Mining outpost. Alright. Let's go up here. We're gonna dismantle this in place for a normal pylon. I think I have to put this up here. Gotta get by these local distortions. Okay, these are minerals we need. They're even up here. Here they are. Yeah, it definitely is different every time you do this. Is there? Oh yeah, no, you already did that. All right, we should be able to build a social room. I know I could use these resources for other things, like recycler would be good. Infirmary will actually be good as well. No one's in danger though yet. Yeah, let's get a, although social room might be a bit much. Yeah, this will help right now with moods. What's the fun little thing that we can do? A little mini game. We cook food. Social room. There it is. There's Frostpunk. Do beer pong. Keep him happy. Beer pong. Win the game, the altar will be motivated. If you lose it, he will have fun. I got it. Yes. Get a boost of motivation. Official business here, yeah.
Not bad.
There's the Frostpunk. Oh wait, no, that's a different game now. There was Frostpunk 2 up there earlier. What game is that? Oh, there was Frostpunk 2 up there earlier. Okay. Research. Oh, crossing River Lake. Should do that first, actually. Not that I care about cheaper batteries. Do we got... Okay, so we have pylons. Let's uphold more of that, although organics is pretty low. So we'll have to get on that sooner or later. Would like to get a travel pylon made. So let's go ahead and do more of this. Assignments. We'll put you on organics outpost. Ah, okay. Yeah, I figured as much. Back from ads, yeah. All right. I should continue to mine this because this is important. Still can't build pylons. Another game of theirs. Beer pong. We'll do it with the botanist. Just to get their moods happy and up and no productivity. Drink. This makes me thirsty.
Yes.
Want my Pepsi. Oh, I missed.
Nice.
I like actually you could hear it bouncing in the background. That was actually kind of cool. For this? What did I buy?
Damn
Find out
it.
in a minute.
Keeping busy, I hope. I'm a bit rusty. Let's
Motivation and less gloom. We bought. Eight, 10. I must have. Yeah, I did. Oh, wait, no. Complete your collection. Buy the Altars Deluxe Edition. I guess I didn't. Yeah, I did not. Usually I do buy those, but we were kind of been limiting. Oh, there's Frostpunk too. There it is. Or one. Alright, let's get on with the next day. I probably should look at another altar. I think it might be the refiner. Oh, branching limit reached, so I can't do nothing right now anyway. I gotta wait
We
till.
were supposed to get quality food. Why are we still eating that shitty pulp? Oh, stop whining. Mush is an efficient source of energy. Who cares? I want to eat something I can bite. Give me a goddamn burger.
Where is the kitchen? Here, I'm gonna set Mr. Botanist on kitchen duty so we can get those made. At least make one. There we go. Looks like the outfits and soundtrack for not, but they plan to update the DLC over time for now. Either update the one or create several. Not sure. Yeah. Thank you for that information. Alright, so we got 6 pylons, good, so that should be plenty. The next portion.
Huh. That must be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage.
Damaged chip.
Might be worth checking out.
Oh, did I get more of the production? I do not have these, so
Looks like some kind of device. Maybe there's a way I could use it.
trading cards and skipping rope. Feels like that's random every time.
Where my stuff landed here.
Would love to break this down, but I can't right now. distortions.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
Okay. People, you always finish your sentences. The movie.
Awesome. Another movie.
I might do that so you guys can see what the movie's like. It's actually quite funny.
Hey, is that one following me? What the hell? What is this? Another anomaly? It looks out of this world.
All right, if I played my cards right, I can do a travel pylon right there. Yeah. Don't have to do all that running around. Can you touch it? That one I could, yes. Touch the A-nom nom. Okay. So, well, as close as I can get it. What is it? Let me in there. I want in there. Let me in there. Marked cards.
Yes. I was missing that.
All right, looks like we got another wall we can break down there. No, hit the E too soon. Actually, I don't even need to break that wall down. Don't know why I would want to do that. Go ahead and farm this while we're here. If you don't read the cards, it can't happen, right? Yeah. Alright, let me run back through these things again. You missed a joke? Don't read the cards, it can't finds tarot cards. Ends up being a Funky Island situation. Death. Oh, my more death. Sorry, I skipped over that. Scientist first. Is it no joke? I made a curious discovery.
I made a curious discovery. Another distortion? I don't know. It was different this time. It didn't look dangerous, no radiation. Actually, it didn't do anything. But it caught your attention. It's like nothing I've seen before. It must have something in common with the other distortions. Question is, are they the cause or the reason of so much rupidium here? I'd like to study them more. So would I. And for that, we'll have to design our own tools. Do you have anything specific in mind? Let me think about it. I need to look through Professor Frankoff's lectures, as well as notes from other expeditions. We have a theory, I just need to find a way to put it into practice. So, did you find a solution to our problem? Yes, it's super simple. We'll build a bridge. Oh, just like that? Well, it can't be a regular bridge, of course. We don't have the time nor the manpower to accomplish that. However, there is a certain technology that came to my mind, superconductive bridge anchors. They could allow us to quickly span a light but durable construction across our obstacle. That doesn't sound super simple to me. Don't you worry your pretty head about it. Remember, you have me on board. There is one small thing, though.
A rope bridge
here
is
we go.
fine, yeah.
Cut out the sarcasm. It's not my fault this excursion was prepared by a dilettante. Blueprints for the anchors should be standard equipage for every mission since Project Versant went live, but not on this one. They should fire the logistician, if there ever was one. Stop moaning, will you? Just tell me what to do. You're right. Let's act. You are in touch with mining operations, right? Yeah, I am. Why? Next time you talk to someone from mining ops, tell them to send over the anchor blueprints from Versant. Once we have them, things will go back to super simple. You'll see. All right, will do. I ran into another anomaly. This one was different. It was like this distortion was closing in on me, as if I was pulling it toward me. How extraordinary. Maybe its magnetic field is interacting with your suit. Yeah, well, running away from it was no fun. Keeping clear of it is the only thing you can do for now. Let's keep collecting observations. I feel we're onto something groundbreaking here. I'm not getting any connection from mining ops. Any idea how I can ask them for those blueprints? Didn't they push you to mine rupidium? Report getting the job done, and someone will turn up. Trust me. I
Oh,
know
that's
how
right,
this
the
company
rupidium
works.
arc. Okay, well, we build that
Okay,
next.
thing.
Let me talk to Jan Technician. He's still out and about. We got all the mining outposts. We could do with one more. Let me do these. 2 of those made. I want more radiation filters for sure. As far as the rupidium arc goes, we're short on rupidium and organics. We got anybody on organics? Let's move you to rupidium. I'll deal with the filters. Research. Analysis tool. No, I haven't heard any year. Technician. There we go. Curious device.
Look what I found. Any idea what it could be? Let's see. It looks like a qubit chip. Qubit chip? Yeah. Like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit?
Can
Not
I
to
guess?
mention accessing new tech in the research lab.
Sure. 2069, yeah. I just plug it in.
So, I just plug it into the QC? Plug it into whatever you want. Won't do much. It's dead. I'd give it some love in the workshop first. Duly noted.
Alright, qubit chip is important. We can actually build one. I'm gonna get started on that. Upgrade. Now we can do refiner. OSHA. All right, let's read his stuff. Only a warehouse. It's a tiring job, but what did you expect? Abroad with no degree, don't complain, work hard, and you'll see. Good things will come to you. Just get a grip, be strong. It's only a warehouse. Community, these are the moments you don't regret working for a big corporation. Look at all the people, everyone with a different past and big dreams for the future. You never get a chance to meet them if you stay. You never got a chance to meet. You'd never get a chance to meet them if you'd stayed at home. Sure, you're all overworked, but you're in this together. You're a community. Outrage. The shock is paralyzing. You knew this person. Now she's dead. She's been complaining about working too hard for several weeks, but nobody listened. So young, and they say she had 2 kids back home. It's an outrage. Something needs to be done. Stronger together. The anger rises not just in you, but in everyone. The corporation cannot keep ignoring. It's Amazon then, yeah. Protest now that they're even wearing the blue. And so many people have joined the strike. You're stronger together, but they're scared of you. For the first time, you feel empowered, strong within the union. These people are your true family. A different perspective. Ben seems different from the others, not so angry. It gives you a different perspective. You start asking yourself questions you never asked yourself before. Who am I? What are my values? And Ben never judges you. He's just there when you need to talk, always. Water cannons and nightsticks. Just when you thought the strikes were leading to something, this happens. The police with their water cannons and nightsticks. You're not criminals. They're only escalating the violence. The union has to do something about it. We can't just be silent like that. Yeah, we did. Yep. Amazon, we did was it UPS, then 3M, and then Amazon. Yep. Kind of move on. Then there's a point when he says he's sick of the violence, but would it be right just to be run away? You truly believe in what these people are fighting for? Can you just abandon them in misery? Wouldn't it be selfish, cowardly? Ben says you could gain professional experience. Maybe he's right and it's time to move on. Oh yeah, this is another potential split off later. Learning fast. You inhale the salty air. It's peaceful here. The work is hard, but you're learning fast, and Ben is benefiting a lot too. Doing his research, you count the days for shore leave. Basically, they're working in the offshore industry now. You do something together. The warehouse and the union seem to belong to a different life. Things like you, yep. Contagious enthusiasm. The new work regulations on the rig make you uneasy. Is everything as safe as they're telling you? Ben would probably say that you're paranoid. Better not tell him. All he wants to talk about now is Rapidium. Anyway, humanity's salvation among the stars. You have to admit his enthusiasm can be contagious. Drunken dreams. He pours you another one. It's great to be on leave finally, but it's never enough for Ben. A space mining mission. Of course, the way he talks about it is so appealing. They need geologists and refinery operators. You could both sign up, and he pours you another one. Oh, what the hell? You only live once, right? You might as well enroll for that crazy shit. You were supposed to be there. You stare at the news in disbelief. Your head pounds. You feel sick at the party yesterday. You were supposed to go back today. You were supposed to be there. Were it not for... Wait, where's Ben? Of course, you remember now. He went back. He's there. Is he? Was he in that accident too? What now? They're talking, but you can't hear them. All you can think about is that heavy lump in your chest. Guilt. What if you'd gone back with Ben? Could you have prevented the accident? What if you had told someone about your concerns? What if... How can you move on? You can't force yourself to believe that he really is gone. What are you supposed to do now? You know, they really captured like the Decision vibe from like Frostpunk and whatnot. You read the message for the 10th time. Congratulations, Ms. Dolski. You qualified for the Project Dolly. How ironic that Ben was the one who dreamt of going. You were just drunk when you filled out the application form. Is it a bad joke or maybe a lifeline? You enter the spacecraft full of hope because maybe this reality is the biggest opportunity humanity's ever had, and you'll be a part of it. How exciting is that? Okay, I'll wait for him to wake up. She'll be in the morning. New altar is ready. We'll deal with him first. Which is...
Hey there, buddy. How do you feel? Been better, that's for sure. What is this place? And shit. Who are you? Don't worry, not an illusion. There's a perfectly rational explanation to this. Just let me ask you some control questions first, okay? Sure. Fire away. Do you remember your name? Yeah. Jan Dolski. And what's your role on this mission? I'm a refinery operator. Oh, you look like me, but also not like me. Are we brothers or something? We're much more than that, genetically speaking. We're the same person. Genetically speaking? Whatever you're trying to tell me, stop beating around the bush, okay? All right then. You're my altar. I created you with the use of Rapidium. Rapidium? Yeah, we did it. It's here. Wow. You hear that, Ben?
Stop talking to yourself.
I'm afraid there's no time to celebrate. We're in some deep shit here. That's why I had to create you. Yeah, right. About that, I'm still not quite sure I understand. Look, you've obviously still not recovered from the shock. Why don't you rest a little and read the mission logs? They'll put it in perspective. We can talk more when the meds wear off. The meds. Yeah, that explains a lot. Not everything, but I feel like there's something more to this feeling of being so light, weak, you know? Just relax and take it slow. You'll feel stronger in no time. Okay, yeah. Maybe. And hell, I can't wait to see Rapidium. You will soon. I promise.
Alright, we'll get him on kitchen
This
for
is
now.
fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Yeah. Scientist. Oh, he's upset.
Hey man, I can see something's upsetting you. Don't make it worse. Love the attitude. So what can I mean, what do you usually do when you're angry? Nothing usual about these circumstances. Oh, I don't know, Jan. I try to avoid people who irritate me. All the more reason to throw yourself into work, right? That's true. I'd like to get back to it.
Technician, what do you want?
Hey man, you're clearly angry. Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry. So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down? Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick. But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess. Easy to maintain, aren't you? That's me. Simple life, simple needs.
All right. Morning time, so... All right, so we've expanded... Oh, research, that's right. We got tier 2 research now. Base expansion would be most helpful. Economy... Can't do nothing about those yet. Cheaper climbing would be good. Hub pylon, don't really use those, and then probe upgrades would be good. We'll work on base expansion because it's going to be huge. Okay, so we've explored pretty much everything, so it's just a matter of refining resources now. I'm gonna get on metals right away because I think we need those. Actually, we're kind of good. Let's see what we can make. We need to make the Rapidium arc, which we're gonna need Rapidium for, and organics. So we'll get on that. You on organics, I'm gonna put you on metals, and I'll do Rapidium.
Is it just me, or is something wrong with our fridge?
What do you mean?
It smells like dead fish.
What? You don't like our fancy old fridge? There's so much stuff you need to take on X.
Need 120 rupidium for the arc.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Sure. Scientist is in the science bay.
So, what do you got for me? An invention I'm particularly proud of.
So do you move the base? Do you still have no, it's like each area is a challenge, and because the planet is just like a challenge to get across.
A flashlight, Jan. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your priority? I'd like to investigate them more. Now you'll be able to do it. Okay. How? Professor Frankov discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity planes.
Yeah, and then when you...
I've used his observations to create my illuminator so it can reveal elements of the interval hidden to the human eye.
So when you,
But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate distortions.
Okay.
You mean destroy them for good? I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential universes. That much we know. Now, with the illuminator, they should become much more visible to you. Focusing the illuminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to cauterizing a wound. Damn, that does sound promising. Indeed. Now you see why I don't like calling it a flashlight.
So, and then when you go to pack up, as long as you have the space in your vehicle, you'll be able to pick up all of them automatically, the pylons and mining facilities. All right, illuminator, we need that up top right now. Refiner, go to greenhouse. Actually, put you there. Refiner, go to organics outpost. I'll deal with the illuminator. Now, following the interval trail. Yep.
Huh. Incredible. Let's see where this leads.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I like a lot of the things that they show. Verify the resources for advanced research. Which we don't really have access to yet. So we'll keep that on hand. Okay, I'll be able to mine that in the morning. All right, now.
What a week, I have something for you. I used the illuminator on one of those strange areas on the surface, and it revealed some sort of plants, but not real living plants. More like a projection of another dimension that became visible to me. Keep going. I followed their path and found something that could have been their core. And when I used the illuminator on it, I found some interesting specimens. Really? Specimens from the interval. Did you secure them properly? Of course. I have to take them to my lab immediately. Let me study them thoroughly.
Oh, that's this war of mine in the background.
Beyond my wildest dreams. A whole new area of research wide open before me. Before us.
Yeah, it is. I gotta set up to watch movies. I need 3 hours in-game time though. It's too late.
So, had enough time to come to terms with the situation? I'm fine, thanks. There's not much that can bring me down.
Did I?
But
Did
I
I
still
what?
feel much weaker than usual. Funny. Earlier today, I tried to lift a container, and I couldn't.
Blame it on the container.
I blame it on the container. They keep making them heavier, if you ask me. Yeah, nice tactics, but
I imagine you turned motion. Oh, I have to
operating a
look.
refinery requires stamina.
I missed that.
Like
Sorry.
I'll need to put on at least 15 pounds. Lose the, excess fat here and there. Being strong seems to matter a lot to you. A little extra confidence never hurt anyone. Not that it was ever my priority. I just like the physical activity. Help clear my head of problems. The problems are gone here. It's a chance to wipe the slate clean. Maybe, but I still can't get my head around one thing. What's that? Like, if everything that happened to me isn't true, then does that apply to the people I knew too? I mean, do they exist, but in some different version as well? It's possible, yes. Huh. So, hypothetically, someone who in my mind is, let's say, dead could actually still be alive? Hypothetically? Totally. It's really hard to say. The variables are almost infinite. That's overwhelming. Shit. I think I need to get my mind on something else. Why don't you have some fun? Integrate with the living. You deserve it. You think? Sure. Let me know if there's anything more you need.
Let me get these going. I gotta stop work early the next in-game day so we can go watch the movie. Research. Okay, we were working on base expansion because when base expansion's done, we'll be able to do a lot more stuff Definitely want to get these two. This is actually good too, the radiation repulsor. This means I won't have to really work on any more, what you call it, the radiation filters and waste resources, so I might actually go for that as soon as it's unlocked. Alright, definitely will be, yep. Glad that you kept your promise, supplied quality food in the base. Yay. Greenhouse. Kitchen, let's put you on kitchen duty. Okay, so... let me... Space ramen. Giving the skipping rope.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. No way! On my old skipping rope. So you did want to get back in shape. Yeah. I thought that I'd be bored enough here to train regularly. If I remember correctly, buying it was my first attempt at working out. Did I fail? Yes. But it was a start. Thanks, man.
Technician.
I can see that you're angry. Just leave me alone. Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this? I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right? If you work hard, you gotta party hard, right? You know it.
Okay, so we got somebody working on... we gotta make the Rapidium arc. We need Rapidium for that. And what was it, organics? Yeah, we need 100 organics. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have greenhouse guy stop production. After this. And we need plenty of Rapidium. Actually, I'm gonna have them keep working on that. We're gonna set organics outpost. We'll put him on mineral outpost. Oh, check the settings. Actually on. It was very subtle though. Alright, let's turn it off now. Oh wait, I can go, there's a Rapidium thing right here. Go ahead and finish this thing off. Alright, we're good. Just wasted 15. Ah. I didn't catch that. Did we get the recycler? We did. Okay. But we should have the rupidium now, actually. We do not have the organics. I'm gonna cancel this. We now have the organics.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Rupidium arc. Thing is huge. We'll put it there for now, but we're gonna get some things. Oh, of course, we. All right, gotta move some things around then. Wasn't one. Do. Oh, that's too big. Well, actually, we have room now to remove that, so I guess we're good. Where do I have everything at? Small storage. There we go. Base maintenance, yes. Communications.
Hello, Dolski here.
Jan, tell me you did it. Tell me you have the Ark.
I did it.
Well done. Now, all we need to do is bring it home safely. Are you making progress with that obstacle of yours?
I'm still looking for a way out.
Well, I don't want to cause panic, but you better hurry.
I'm gonna need your help.
What can I do for you?
I need blueprints for superconductive bridge anchors from Project Versant.
Versant? But how do you know about that?
My scientist Alter told me.
A scientist? Really? First I learned you read Camus. Now that you could have become a scientist, you want top of it all, seems to be familiar with aborted scientific programs unknown to the public.
Aborted? Are you sure?
Yes. Project Versant was terminated years ago due to lack of satisfactory results.
But my scientists said they developed some tech.
My word. Are you saying that he thinks it still exists? And that's fascinating. Your scientist must have been part of it somehow. And in his reality, the program was a success. That's amazing, Jan. You do understand what I'm saying, right?
All I'm hearing is that you don't have my blueprints.
No, I'm sorry. They simply don't exist. But there is still something we can do.
What's that?
I have an idea. It's a long shot, but it might be all we have. Project Versant did leave behind unfinished drafts. Crisscrossed formulae, discarded calculations, the usual scribbles of a scientific stream of consciousness at work. For what it's worth, I'll ask Lucas to send it over to your terminal. Maybe that resourceful altar of yours can put it to good use.
Oh, okay. It's better than nothing, I guess.
I have to say, Jan, I'm beginning to see more and more potential in this situation of yours. I hope we speak soon. Good luck, as always.
So, I have news about the Anchor blueprints you asked for? I certainly hope so, because I just saw something come in from mining ops, and it looks like a bad joke. Did you precisely ask for bridge anchor blueprints? Of course I did, but this is all that bunch of amateurs was able to give us. Random odds and ends of unfinished research? I find that hard to believe. This looks more like the musings of a madman than serious work. No. Give me the real thing. I'm not touching this parody of a prototype. Look, I know it's not perfect, but I believe in you. Just think, they came up with this thing only because you existed. It's gotta mean something. Well, if you put it that way, I can try.
Oh, we need more radiation filters. No resources, probably because it takes organics. Yeah. Do we have somebody on organics? We do. Have to make sure that gets through. Same thing with repair kits, actually.
Got a minute? We need to talk.
Alright, we're gonna do radiation filter now. Not radiation filter, we're gonna do the movie. Wherever the entertainment center is. Movie watching. History of the universe. Oh, Alright, we'll watch this. It's gonna be stupid. Movie watching. Yep. Group activity. Watching a movie takes 3 hours. Gives you an emotional boost.
Hey man, I was thinking, have you ever noticed how often we finish each other's sentences? Yeah, we have lived together for way too long. Right. feel like we've probably had
Every conversation two people can have. Right. So we
always know what the other one is
thinking.
Right. But like, specifically, why?
Do we do that? I don't know. Like, where do you think
That compulsion comes from? Not sure, because it's certainly not like a
endearing quality?
Oh.
No. Mostly, I feel like we want to just show
that we're like engaged listeners, right? And we're
empathetic.
yes,
And also maybe a little bit
impatient, right? We're kind of like
insufferable.
Pass me another beer,
know-it-alls.
please.
Can't handle
the idea
Yeah.
of like an unresolved
melody. Right. And in a way, does sort of make us
really annoying.
Right.
Well, like we could totally
Stop if we want to. Obviously, we just have to face
our fears and just never
finish
this
current.
ongoing.
Ew, guys.
Sentence. Right. Can we actually
Stop? I don't know. Sure doesn't
seem like it? But like, I have
total autonomy
over my own
thoughts, right? And I certainly
can't be read.
like a book
It's like my mind tells me
to just stay quiet for sure, but like then somehow the instinct to
finish a sentence
kicks in as if it's
totally out of
my control, right? And I'm like stuck in
some kind of sentence
vortex. Oh my god, quick! We need to both say the most like random
thing we can think of.
that we would never otherwise
Say.
Right.
My foot has an
Area code all its own. That's
in a Peruvian rug shop.
located entirely
That's
within the
ridiculously
International
amusing.
Space PlayStation, and it's a.
Pluvia stafama stage wells.
Those
were all the things I was going to say.
And the fake word at the end.
What is happening? Oh my god. Wait, maybe the reason we keep
Finishing each other's sentences
is because they're not.
each other's sentences.
Maybe we're actually
Only
one person.
Oh,
No, we're just
Good
really
one.
annoying. Right? Yeah.
Hey, lend me your ear. There's something I want to share. Hey there. You wanted to talk about
What you just
something?
watched, nice.
Yeah. I've been thinking about the branching thing. It's so confusing. Tell me about it. I mean, remember how I told you about my body? The one I know versus this one? Well, I don't get it. Why is it exactly that we're created with different minds, like, different beverages or snacks, but then we all end up in the same packaging? It doesn't
Probably.
make much sense. Well, it's not the packaging that matters most. It's the content. That's what they say. But you don't brew ale only to pour it into plastic bottles. My skills, my whole personality derives from a certain lifestyle. And that makes my mind and body inseparable. That's how it feels to me. Huh. I never looked at it that way. I know, and honestly, I find it a little hard to understand. I mean, how can you be so careless about your body? It's the only one you'll ever have, man. Why'd you let it become so neglected? I guess I just couldn't be bothered to make the effort. Funny. Now that I look at it, you probably didn't have my motivation. Which was, well, for me, it all started when I moved abroad. After Mom died, I decided to stay there, and for a while it was pretty lonely out there.
I know this guy is
Have
like the
friends.
one that's like, wow.
Not at first, no.
You can tell what
You can laugh.
abroad he moved
I was a
to.
little apprehensive to jump into a new environment. It's just work and sleep, some bad eating habits. So that's when you started working out. Out of boredom at first, then kind of became a fun thing. I made friends, started going out a lot, but by that time, the gym had become an important part of my routine. I drank less, slept better, and it just made me feel in control.
He's a gym bro, basically.
I get you. Now that you've told me the whole story. Thanks. Maybe if I could get back to my routine here, at least in some way, it could really help me shake off all this anxiety. The probably sleep better, feel more like me. Do you think there's a chance you could help me get my hands on some exercise equipment here? I could try. Really? Thanks, bro. I knew I could confide in you.
Alter injuries. One of your alters injured. What happened? Due to sleeping, malfunctioning dormitory, of course. Alright, we got base maintenance. You, my friend.
This definitely should not be emitting smoke. I heard something broke in the dormitory and you're not feeling well? Oh, yeah. A cloud of smoke woke me up. Seems the AC choked. It looked dangerous. Man, you must be exhausted. Maybe take a nap. Power naps are a thing, right? You know what? Gladly. Thanks. Hey, you wanted to discuss something? Yeah. I want to know when you started being such a pushover. What? You heard me. I'm not blind. I can see the workload pile up. And you, eager to take new orders. Well, I'm not exactly in the best negotiating position. Using illegal technology to save my life, creating my alters. I'd better have a good justification for that. So they're threatening you. Even better. Like I said, I don't have much choice. Maxwell's in charge here. Yeah, so was Dad. The man of the house. I thought you regretted not standing up to him. Looks like you didn't learn much. That's a little below the belt. You're right. Sorry, this place is getting to me. All I'm saying is, we should do something just for ourselves. Something not work-related, not productive in any way. Like what? Like, how about a game of beer pong in the social room? I kick your ass first and we can talk more serious stuff later. What do you say? You're never beating me. I'm the official beer pong champion of my year. Well, the third floor of my dorm anyway. Oh man, I'm shitting my pants already.
Alright, we got a phone call. Who's it now? Lucas.
Lucas, what's up now? Kinda busy here.
I know. It's that I've only just learned the big news. You managed to build one. A Rapidium mark. Man, congrats. That's really heavy stuff.
Thanks for appreciating. I just need to get it back to Earth now.
Oh, yeah. And how are you doing down there?
We already established that, didn't we? It's a total mess.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not that bad. Maxwell told me you got a scientist on board. And you're building a bridge. That's big progress, man. You're doing great.
Why do I get the feeling you want something from me?
Well, it's not that I want something.
So?
I just thought, well, it really can make a difference if you bring back one arc, or, well, more. Since you already have the outpost in place, you know, all the infrastructure.
Okay. No promises, but I'll see what I can do.
lot to me. And to so many others, I'm sure.
No problem. By the way, can you quit with that Mr. Dolski crap? My name is Jan.
Oh. Okay, Jan. Yeah, cool. I'm Lucas, in case you wanna, you know.
I caught that, Lucas. No worries.
Sure. Yeah.
Imagine this single guy cooped up in space traffic control station, just.
Good luck with the Rapidium, Jan. I'm L7 out. For now.
It's awkward. Dormitory production. Do some dumbbells for our bro. Actually, we need to make filters. Oh, yeah, research. Can we? All right, so we finally did the research. I'm definitely gonna do the radiation repulsor because we're constantly building radiation filters, and this is like the one thing that will super help against that.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
I will be with the next in-game day, so at the beginning of the next day I'll stop. Hey Baron, how's it going? Alright, we need resources. Oh, metals for sure. Assignments. Metals outpost, get you there. I told them I'll be back tomorrow. Been dealing with a lot of IRL stuff. We'll go ahead and that's been going underway. We got minerals. We're gonna need rupidium for other things, so I'll go ahead and actually, do I truly need that right now? Organics. We need organics bad. Oh, nice. That's good to hear. All right, let's talk to Jumbro.
I have something for you. The exercise equipment you asked for. Awesome, man! I knew I could rely on you. Can't wait to try these babies out.
Gotta make people happy. And let's do play beer pong with technician. Woink. Yeah, no, jamming. Like they also grow in skill level too the more you play them.
Not bad. Thanks for the game. Yeah, you're not as bad as I thought. Maybe there's still potential in you, but you really need to stop doing everything people want from you. You mean like building a social room because someone misses beer pong? Exactly. Or building a dormitory when they can't get a good night's sleep. Are you telling me I should have ignored you? No, man. No, I'm glad you didn't. Just saying people are gonna want things from you. All the time. Just like that Maxwell guy and whoever else from Earth. You gotta learn how to say no sometimes. Because you'll never please everybody. And you can forget about yourself. Like with Dad? Yeah, sort of. Guess you're right. Thanks. I'll remember that.
Learn assertiveness. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and do the sleep thing, which will save the game, and we'll go and wrap up. All right, guys, that'll be it for this episode of, or I say episode, I'm not recording, this stream. So I'll be definitely streaming this again. I want it to be kind of an ongoing like series for when I play. So I'll definitely do that. So, but in the meantime, though, definitely check out the YouTube. We've been posting our content there. And yeah, outside of that, nothing new to report. Just been kind of taking things easy. So, and yes, But It Plays is also a content creator. Check them out as well. But without further ado, as always, I'm Paden Sturtevant, and I will see you all in the next stream. Take care and stay safe.